These are 10 more brands I am no longer selling on Poshmark. Hello guys, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Eileen, otherwise known as martziechic, and in today's video we will be going over 10 brands that I will no longer be selling on Poshmark. So if you guys are new here, I am a full-time reseller and I would love it if you would join this community. So if you enjoy watching videos just like this one, I have a whole series on brands that no longer sell on Poshmark and also a whole series on brands that do sell on Poshmark. I try to create a lot of content for you guys just to be helpful and also to make sure that reselling is accessible and easy for everyone. So if you guys would like to be a part of the mission, click that little subscribe button down below, but also tap the notification bell right next to it to be notified every single time I post a new video. Before I get hate for this video, I am just going to start it off by saying everything in this video is totally my opinion. These are based off of my experiences, and also if you've watched any of my other what sold videos, I have a higher average sales price than most. So for most of these items, it might be an average sales price issue, which means that they might be below my $35 to $40 average sales price, and I just can't be listing them anymore. But also it might be because they're a fast fashion brand. I'll try to keep away from those because I know that they're easy targets and I know you guys already know about those. But lastly, some of these things are just so oversaturated that I can no longer be listing these items because they just sit in my bins forever. So these are all the brands that I will no longer be listing, and I always encourage you guys to do your own research. So if you guys do have a problem with these, let me know in the comments below, but know that you can always do your own research on these, and these are just my opinion. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, be sure to leave me a little thumbs up down below, and we are gonna get started. Opening up my little notebook to the brands here, I'm just gonna be doing a little quick and dirty method where I'm going to just be telling you guys the brand and telling you my experience with the brand and selling the brands, just to give you a little bit of a background as to why I think these things are worth less and also how I've sold them in the past. So if that makes sense to you guys, let's get into it here. The first brand I mentioned in one of my last videos on my what sold was one of my worst sold items of the month, and that is Everlane. So Everlane is really hyped up within the reseller community, and I will say that it is a pretty consistent seller, but it usually has a much lower average sales price than what you think it might. So in this last month, I sold Everlane jeans for $25 and I had paid, I think, $7.50. No, I'd actually paid $13 in the buy sell trade store. So, you know, if you're paying up for these items, and even at $7.50, I think that making $25 does not give you a lot of profit on that item, and overall I think it's just overhyped. And also there are so many Everlane jeans on Poshmark, very oversaturated. You know, if you do find these at the bins, great for you, be competitive with your pricing, but overall at your regular thrift stores or buy sell trade stores especially, do not pick up Everlane. The second brand is also one that I mentioned in this last month's video, and that is Eileen Fisher. You know, sometimes Eileen Fisher does have really great premium fabrics, but overall they are just really oversaturated basics that are on Poshmark itself, and it becomes super hard to be able to sell any of these items unless it's at a very competitive price. So I know this past month I had a red top from them. It goes super duper low, and I just wanted to add on my site. I actually did end up picking that one at a regular Goodwill store, but even if you pick these up at the bins, it's really hard to sell them just because they are so oversaturated. So I would suggest steering clear of the Eileen Fisher basics, but if you do find a premium fabric or a specialty style, maybe. The third brand here is one that's kind of surprising, but I'm gonna say it anyways, Rag & Bone. Okay, some of you guys might be mad at me for saying this, but I'm just gonna say it here. You know, Rag & Bone as a whole brand I think is wonderful. I really enjoy their pieces. I actually just picked up one of their pieces at the yellow tag sale for the TJX stores. But I'm gonna say it, the jeans and the skinny jeans specifically do not go. So these are really oversaturated, and it's what they're really known for, and they've created these jeans since the early 2000s, so there's a lot in production, which makes it really competitive on Poshmark, and especially since most thrift stores think that Rag & Bone is something super duper special, sometimes they'll mark it up to $20. I remember when I was first getting started reselling, they had marked it up in my thrift store to $50. I don't think that you guys should be paying that for jeans, and even at $7.50, if these things are only going for $20 to $25 on Poshmark, I think that these are a no-go anymore. Again, I just picked up a dress at the yellow tag sale, which I think will go. It's brand new, it's tagged, and it's a really nice style, but anything like the basic skinny jeans from them with the low rise, I would not be picking these up from them. The fourth brand that I am no longer picking up, it actually makes me sad to talk about, is Knox Rose. So Knox Rose is a Target brand, and actually a lot of Target brands are ones that I'm no longer picking up anymore, such as Ava and Viv. But these are more plus size items, and they are pretty cheaply produced, and they sell them obviously at Target. So with these, they only spend a few cents to make them, and there's a lot in circulation. So Knox Rose specifically has cuter and more bohemian styles in plus sizes, but honestly, I don't think that they're worth it. I find a lot of these items, and sometimes I do list them. They go pretty fast since they are at a lower price point, but for my average sales price, I just cannot justify picking up Knox Rose anymore on Poshmark. The fifth brand here is one you guys also are probably gonna be mad about, but here we go. Philosophy. I have had so many pieces of Philosophy in my closet, and they always sit. Even today, I went out to the bins and I found a really, really cute sweater from them with like heart designs all over it. I was thinking, oh, this would be so cute. But I just know that they sit for me, and it was also in a petite size, but that's besides the point. Any of their items for me have been sitting, and you know, you might sell Philosophy pretty well, but for me personally, it's a no-go anymore. I've tried selling their pants, their sweaters, their tops. I think they're really similar to Lucky Brand in this way that you can sell them pretty fast occasionally, but you know, they might sit around sometimes too. And if you didn't know that about Lucky Brand, like I said, I have a whole series on all of these brands that no longer sell on Poshmark, and I think I've made 3 other videos just like this, and it's in one of those videos. So if you guys want to go back into that playlist and watch those as well, I have those available for you. But guys, we are in the middle of this video right now, so if you've enjoyed the brands thus far and are excited about the other ones and want this video to reach more resellers just like you, be sure to give this video a like down below, because it really helps push out the video to other people within the YouTube algorithm. All right, we're gonna keep going. The next brand here is one you guys probably won't be surprised about. They went into bankruptcy, and that is J. Crew. So as expected, their prices have fallen quite a bit. I will say that although the brand is not good for resale specifically, you can still sell these out to your buy-sell trade stores, and they tend to go pretty well. So if you find them new with tags or something like that, or in a business casual type of style, I think that these still sell out to the buy-sell trade stores. But for the most part online, they're really oversaturated and they're not worth as much as they used to be. The next brand here might be surprising for some people, but I did want to mention it because, you know, in my early Poshmark days, I picked up a lot of this brand, but I no longer do because it's going for under $25 and I just can no longer justify it. That is Nike. Nike has a lot of pieces within circulation, and although you might think that they're worth a lot, truly they pay the workers that make these items really cheaply, so their cost of production is really low, which also makes their items worth a lot less than they should be. So just a note when you're picking up these items that the average sales price is going to be below a $30 mark. So keep that in mind if you're going to pick up Nike still, but I know for myself personally, I no longer will. The 8th brand here is one that's really phased out, and that is Brandy Melville. So again, like I said, I went to the bins today. I actually did pick up a Brandy Melville piece, but I ended up putting it back because of style issues. Brandy Melville, it doesn't cater to their audience as much as it should and as much as it used to. So I would say that these floral prints and their ruched tops and that sort of thing just aren't in style anymore. And you know, when I did put this thing back, I was like, oh, that's a shame. But also, I know since they only have one size, and it's like one size fits all, it's so hard for those items to, you know, fit different types of people. And also, just having that size online or trying to sell that size on Poshmark, since it doesn't have a size, you list it as a size small. Or you just list it as no size whatsoever, and that makes it really difficult to resell these items. These are really... They are also really overproduced, so I would say that Brandy Melville is no longer a brand that you should be selling on Poshmark, or a brand that I no longer sell on Poshmark, at least because of the oversaturation and also because of the low average sales price. And when I talk about oversaturation, I really just mean that this item is not going to sell fast because there's a lot of other items like it on the market, or you're gonna have to reduce the price just to make sure that the item goes a little bit faster. The second to last brand here was one that took me some time to understand, but that is the brand Chaser. Chaser has a lot of cute items, but they're basics and also are super oversaturated online. So, you know, when you're finding these near thrift store, I don't think that they're worth it. And I would say that some of their, you know, thicker or more premium items, they usually do also sell below my average sales price. And also I've seen a ton of them sell under $10. So these sorts of things aren't things that I'm going to be investing in anymore. And also, again, the oversaturation is such a problem. The 10th and final brand that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, I actually just got in a consignment box. So now I have a pair of these brand shoes in my closet, but they are a pair of Bcbg Generation heels. Anything from Bcbg goes way lower than you think it would. I know that their retail value is high, but you really need to think about how much they're producing. It's not going to be a lot, and so if you think you're gonna get a lot for these items, you really aren't. I will say that I've sold their pieces in the past and I thought, okay, this would be a cute graphic tee, maybe it'll just go in style. It doesn't. So there's a lot of oversaturation in the marketplace itself, not just on Poshmark, but also on Mercari, eBay, and just online in general. But those are all the brands I had to share with you guys today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give me a little thumbs up down below and do not forget to subscribe. I will see you soon with another new video. Bye.